Oh, come on, Gray. This is part of your responsibility as the pack alpha. Now, they're hurt, they're an outsider, and you're who we call in both those scenarios. Don't call me that. You know I hate it when you call me that. I'm not an alpha. Well, the wolves say otherwise, don't they? Now, get in there and help 'em. I'm gonna go see if I can find some supplies from the others. I'll be back in a bit. Don't scare 'em too much. No promises.
Knock knock. You must be the person Monroe brought back. Where are you? Well, I guess let's just say you aren't in Ashwood anymore. So, what exactly were you doing in the Queen's Forest? You were awfully far away from the city. Yeah, Monroe told me about this hiking trip you supposedly went on. She told me you pierced through the veil. Something about you and a friend of yours hiking in a national park when everything suddenly shifted. See, there's just one problem, though. I don't fucking believe you. No. I think this whole thing is just a bit too bizarre. You encountered a wraith, a creature that roots itself in your mind while it hunts you down. And all you have to show for it is a hurt ankle, supposedly. And while you were running from this creature, you just so happened to end up in Monroe's not-so-secret hiding spot. But what I really am having a hard time understanding is your aura. See, you need Thom to pierce through the veil. And I'm not seeing any Thom in you. You look like a normal, average person. So that then begs the question, how the fuck did you get through the veil? The short answer is, you couldn't have. Not alone, anyways. Do you see what I'm getting at here, Troublemaker? No, that was a rhetorical question. See, I think this is just all a bit too convenient for you. And I don't fucking like it. So I'm gonna give you a friendly warning. Don't even think about fucking with them. This group here, they're under my protection. And I won't let someone, especially someone like you, come in here and do any of them harm. Do we have an understanding? Good. Yeah. I'm Gray. And no, I didn't just come here to threaten you. I'm also here because you hurt yourself running like a scared little rabbit through the forest. And we can't have someone like you here while they're injured. No, I didn't mean anything by it. It's just, well, you aren't exactly at the top of the food chain around here. And we really don't need someone like you activating the predator instincts. You heard that, huh? No, you didn't mishear her. Monroe did say that I'm the alpha. I just wouldn't call myself that. Look, I am sure Monroe has already filled you in on some of this shit. We're wolves, but we aren't literally animals. We're still people, but frustratingly enough, the term alpha is based on outdated and completely misunderstood notion of the animal, the wolf. They were observed outside their natural environment, and it consisted of these wolves from different families and packs. And see, while the study that brought about that term may have been idiotic, it unfortunately does relate to our current situation a little bit too well. And besides, the wolves inside us, well, they like that sort of hierarchy. See, it's a pecking order. But everyone else decided alpha was the term they were going to go with. There are so many other things they could call me. But, you know, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Like what? Well, for one, my name is fine. So, that's what you'll be calling me. Don't listen to Monroe. She insists on calling me Alpha more than anybody else. She's still new, though. We just don't need to encourage her much. Besides, you aren't part of this group anyways, so none of this really affects you. You'll be gone soon enough. No, I am not here for a lesson on any of this Fae shit. You can ask Monroe about it later. I bet she would just love to explain it all to you. I'm really just here to look at your ankle and to make sure you aren't up to anything you shouldn't be. So, if you would be so kind, let's go ahead and see that injury. Well, I'm sorry my bedside manner leaves something to be desired. In case you didn't know this, though, I'm unfortunately your only option. No, I'm not a doctor. Do I look like one? Or did you hit your head too? I was going to be an EMT. At least, I was before all of this happened. Anyways, I'm one of the only people here who's qualified to at least attempt to figure out what happened to you. It's really more a take it or leave it kind of situation. Now, do you want me to look at that ankle or not? I'm going to need to touch you to figure out exactly what's going on. Is that okay? Look, I don't need the snark. Just answer the fucking question. You are more than welcome to keep trying to walk around on that ankle. I wouldn't advise it, but you can really do whatever the fuck you want. Good. You're making a wise choice. Now, I'm going to try to move it. You tell me how it feels when I do this. Well, that looks like it hurt. Your ankle is obviously swollen. There's potentially a bruise trying to peek through here too. We'll have to keep a close eye on it. Luckily, it doesn't feel like anything's actually broken. Did you hear a pop when the injury happened? Well then, you're in a bit of luck. I think it's just a sprain. Yes, I think. It doesn't feel broken. Hopefully, with a bit of rest, your leg will be good as new in a few weeks. Regardless, you're gonna need to be out of here in the next 3 weeks, though. Because I said so. While you stay with us, you're also going to need to mind your own fucking business. I would really hate for us to have a problem. Got it? Good. I'm glad you and I can see eye to eye on something. Now, I'm going to go get something to help stabilize your ankle. Maybe see if we have something to reduce the swelling. There might be some unused first aid kits around here somewhere. In the meantime, Monroe is seeing if she can find any supplies for you. Know that any supplies you use here are being taken from somebody else. It means I don't like that you're here. And I'm not so convinced you're as innocent as you've implied. And it also means that I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Now, get some rest. I'll figure out a splint for you and bring it here later. Until then, be good, Troublemaker.